Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and we are back for the F1 23 Breaking Point 2, and it is finally the finale of Breaking Point 2. Finally going to jump in to the last two chapters and see if Connor Sport can survive in F1 23's virtual world. Connor Sport need to finish P5 or above in the constructor standings, or Davidoff is going to pull funding, which I am pretty sure most of the money comes from the Devin Butler effect. But what can happen in these final two races? But I don't know. But first off, we get a phone call from Mum.
Hey, Mom.
Cal, I'm reading more and more about these funding issues.
Only an issue if we don't get fifth, apparently. What do you make of it all?
Well, he won't really do it, surely. I mean, it's only been 2 seasons, for goodness sake. And Connor Sport certainly isn't the worst team on the grid.
You have a real way with words, Mum.
What's your father have to say for himself?
I have no idea.
You've still not spoken to him?
I'm sure you can relate.
Yes, but I mean, I don't have to work with the man. Look, you don't have to like him, you only have to talk to him.
You sound like Devon.
Oh, maybe Devon has a point.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mum. I'm going now.
Lots of love. Bye.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mum. Yeah, very much. Callie, I think, is very much not acknowledging anything right now. She's just focused on driving, which I fully respect. But what can go wrong?
Absolutely.
Why are you doing this? I saw him in the paddock. This would have been Sao Paulo. And I finally spoke to him. I just wanted to know why.
Something's come up. I'll call you back. Callie, so I'm allowed to talk to you now.
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Why are you being so hard line about this?
For this to be a worthwhile investment, Connor Sport Racing must be successful. It's just business.
It's not, though, is it?
Excuse me?
Well, why am I in the team if it's just business? Why was Devon? You can't keep involving your family in this and then hiding behind it's just business.
This is one of the biggest investments I have ever made. I must take care of the business. Callie. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Well, Devon, obviously. I'm not interested in any of it.
These matters are complex, Callie. But they all benefit the business. They all benefit the family. And ultimately, they all benefit you.
You said this the last time you tried to stop me racing. I didn't buy it at 12, and I certainly don't buy it now. I don't understand what goes on in that head of yours. You threatened to end my F1 career, and then you claim it's for my benefit.
Have you any idea how much money I have plowed into the team?
Yeah, that's the thing with you. Money. Nothing changes.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
No, Dad. I wouldn't expect you to.
You need to be more realistic, that's all. Not everyone survives in F1. You know that.
Fifth in the standings.
Fifth.
Fifth.
Well, that was that was a great interaction right there. Callie is not having it. I get the frustration, and you know, I kind of, you know, he threatened to shut the team down right when Devin left, but the business is just business part really gets, I feel like it really gets to the nerves of them. But here we are for chapter 16. It is the Brazilian Grand Prix, and Callie Meia has to get up to into the top 5 or finish top 3 and get the fast lap for a bonus. Looks like she made a nice pit stop to pit for the soft tires. very much this is probably very much gonna try to secure as many points as we can for Countersport. Aiden Jackson is up there as well. I don't know if he's in the points. He might be in the points, but I'm not 100% sure. But jumping back into the actual Countersport car feels a bit weird, because I remember actually I had two more chapters left, and I remember I was like, I'll just finish up these two and then jump back in, because I was playing a lot of my team at the time. And it's weird jumping back into this car sometimes, because it feels a lot more different than the My Team car. But as you can already tell, we're making some very, very aggressive dive bombs, because, well, we're just being aggressive, and we dive bomb Logan Sargent, and, well, Logan got a bit kind of screwed over because we clipped his front tire, and I think he might have been in a, I think he probably shouldn't have, I probably shouldn't have gone for that gap, to be honest with you. But if you don't go for the gap that don't exist, you are no longer a racing driver, said of Ayrton Senna. But anyways, Zhou Guanyu is actually going to fight back Logan Sargent, but we actually are gaining all over Aiden Jackson right now, as Jackson's actually running in P8, so he's securing 4 points for the team. That's not great. I don't know who's really in front. I believe Pierre Gasly's actually up there in the front, so I think we need to beat both the Alpines and the Alfa Romeos, because I believe those are the cars that we are fighting with. And Bottas is actually up there fighting with Oscar Piastri in that Alfa Romeo. So the Alfa Romeos are pretty quick, except Joe's kind of back here, kind of struggling just a little bit to figure it out. But we got past Jackson. Now we have to chase after George Russell, Piastri, and Bottas here. We're on lap 14 of this race. Multiple other things can happen in this race. We just got to play our cards right, very much indeed. But anyways, going around the outside of George Russell through the next couple of corners here. We're going to get around Russell, maybe just a little bit. We don't want to hit him too much, and we're going to get that move ahead. Now we're going around the outside of Oscar Piastri. Piastri's going to defend that, though, pretty well, and we're going to back off for that. And I think we might send one down into turn 10, because they usually break a little bit later than expected. Send one down on turn 10. Simple as that. Move is done. Now we have to chase after Valtteri Bottas, who is P5. But tires are falling off much well in this stage as well. Tires don't feel too good. Tires are a bit like the soft. They kind of fall off about like lap 16. I feel like in the 25% races. But again, I mean, they're still probably good at use compared to what the AI are, because I don't know how worn out their tires are. But anyways, Bottas going to defend the inside. We're going to try to go around the outside, but, well, we couldn't go for it. We didn't have to overspeed, but we're going to get in the slipstream, and we got past Valtteri Bottas, and we now move up into P5 in this race. And now Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, and I don't know who that other guy is. I know Pierre Gasly's up there. I think that's maybe one of the Alpha Tires up there. They're very much in that squabble for these point-taking positions. I swear to God, if this is Nick DeVries again, I don't know what's going on in this virtual world, but okay. Anyway, Sergio Perez, though, he's got much more overspeed over Fernando Alonso, and he's got overspeed on Nick DeVries. How is Nick DeVries in P2? That AlphaTauri seems pretty quick, I guess, if Nick's outperforming it, but I don't know where you can know it is. But what a move around the outside of Fernando Alonso. Much more overspeed as well, but Nick's going to have the DRS. But we're going to also have DRS as well, but we got much more overspeed on him because we're dumping all our overtake. We're going to send one down the inside on Nick DeVries, and we're going to get that move done, get a good exit. Now we chase after Sergio Perez and Pierre Gasly, who was leading this race for Alpine. I think the last time Alpine won was Hungary 2021, so if Gasly wins this race, he'll win for Alpine once again. But this is very much in the virtual world, I guess you could say. But Gasly trying to defend a little bit from Sergio Perez. He's going to be a bit difficult for him, but he is on the soft tire, though, so he will just have much more speed. But I don't know how worn out his tires are. Because, again, I don't know where Countersport qualify. Maybe they have an extra set of softs. Maybe Gasly's on a used set of softs. Who really knows? But Sergio Perez is flying through this field, though. That Red Bull is pretty mighty around here, and very much indeed. But now down to the main straightaway as we go through the next couple of just little corners to get around. Perez in the DRS. Gasly, nothing much Gasly can do. All he can do is really much defend, but Perez might send one down the inside. No, he doesn't. Pierre will keep the position in first place, but we're going to have a little bit of overspeed, though, and I want to get past Perez as fast as we can so we can try to get P1 in this race, because P1 would be absolutely crucial for us. But once again, Perez in the slipstream of Pierre Gasly. Gasly's going to defend around the outside. Perez down the inside once again. They're still side by side going through the next couple of corners. We're going to get into this battles once again, but it's very tight up here, this road. This track's very tight. Could it be a 3-1? We hit Gasly just a little bit. We get ahead of Perez. That's a 3-1 corner. I will take that. Callie Maya has absolutely stormed the field from P14 and almost had lost the car there on the exit. What a pass! I will give myself credit for that. That was beautiful. But we can't be celebrating too much yet because Perez could have more DRS, and we know how quick that Red Bull is in the straight line. It is... I'm going to say it's a joke. It is a joke how fast that Red Bull is in the straight line speed, but all we have to do basically is just defend as much as we can away from Perez, and I don't think Sergio will really get us, so there's really only two main DRS straights that Perez can get us, and it's mainly going down into the next couple of corners through turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and mainly down to turn 4. Perez would have the shot, but we're going to defend from Sergio, and we defend. Callie Maya is going to win her first F1 race, and she wins it in style.
Well, what a fantastic race that was. Absolutely loved it. But Natalie, do you think we see Connor Sport next season? Rumours say maybe not.
I hope so. I feel like they deserve it. They've been box office for me. They've taken chances, they've been bold in all their moves, and ultimately, that's great for us and for the fans.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, but there's not much of the season left, and they'll be hoping they can carry this form into the final stages. Time will tell. A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Very much indeed. It has been a very interesting Grand Prix, but Callie Maya wins this race for Connor Sport, and that was probably needed for this team. I don't know where they sit in the constructor standings, but they're clearly not 5th as of right now. They could be 6th, they could be 7th, who knows. But this result will really help this team push forward. But Gasly also getting on the podium. I feel like it's the Alpine and Alfa Romeos that we are fighting. I feel like Gasly getting on the podium kind of may have let Alpine kind of pull away just a little bit in the constructor standings. But it is time for the interviews.
Wow, Callie, a really strong performance out there today. Just tell me, though, how big a role did the safety car play?
I just think it's never about the safety car, not really. Every race has its opportunities, whatever form they take. It always comes back to the driver and whether they can make the most of a situation.
Callie, your first F1 season is nearing an end. It must feel like a long road, but clearly you've put a lot into it. And is there anyone else that's been particularly influential this season?
I've got Casper to thank for so much of this. He was there for me in F2 last season, and he was the one who fought so hard for my seat at Connor Sport, and without him, I may not even be here, so cheers to Casper.
And tell me, I'm not sure I could do it, but how has it been working so very closely with your family?
It's actually been all right. We don't always get on, but we know each other really well, and we all know when to keep our distance. Or maybe we've learned when to keep our distance over the course of the season. Family's always complex, but yeah, it's been okay.
There are rumours circulating that Connor Sport may not be around next season. Can you comment?
I'm not going to fuel any speculation on that. I'm just going to drive the car and see what happens.
That's great, thank you.
There we go. I choose the comments. Simple as that. But anyways, it is time for the finale. Abu Dhabi Race Week. Can Connor Sport's future survive as Casper Ackerman at the helm?
Okay, so we are running two quite different setups out there today. And you don't need me to tell you how it... You don't need me to tell you how it... Davidoff, that's enough.
I'm sorry?
Get out.
What on earth are you talking about?
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist. So get out and let those of us who actually care about the result do our jobs.
We'll talk about this later, Ackerman.
You can threaten me after the race.
So be it. Coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Well, that's up to you.
Okay, listen. You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies. The only way we can survive this, the only way that any of us are coming back next season, is together. We all understand this? No. Aiden, Callie, look at me. You look at me. We understand this, yes? If you put yourself ahead of the team today, there's no more team.
Callie, we got this.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry if I was ever...
Wow.
What?
Are you apologizing?
Yeah.
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
All right. Deal.
Chin up.
Hey, did you find him?
I didn't look too hard, to be honest. Does Davidov ever sulk?
Hard to imagine. Listen, I hope I haven't caused you problems. I snapped it. It was unprofessional.
Ooh, not at all, Casper. It was a delight to watch.
You think it'll affect his decision?
I've given up speculating, Cass. At this stage, nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, well, we better get that result then.
I guess we better add. And good luck today, Casper. Whatever happens, I'm so grateful for all you've done.
Look, it's been my pleasure. Connor Sport deserves to succeed.
If the fates are kind, Casper. If the fates are kind. I'm trackside. I'll see you there.
Yeah, cool. I'll be a few minutes.
Absolutely crazy scenes through that team debrief, very much indeed. That was something else. But Devin Butler, props to Devin for staying though. At least he kind of cares a little bit. But I don't know, maybe his new role is I don't know, maybe he's got to give some to Davidoff or his father, but father like son. But here we go. Chapter 17, can Connor Sport survive? I don't know.
You know, before a race begins, anything is possible. Anything. On the one hand, you have the true icons of the sport, certain drivers, certain teams who set the pace, who you expect to do well. On the other hand, you have the underdogs. And we are always there, always pushing for another place, another point. Looking for the smallest opportunity, the tiniest mistake we can punish. And in that moment, just before lights out, it's like the world holds its breath. You know? Everybody just waits. The air is heavy, you know? And I knew whatever happened, Connor Sport had made its mark on the history of the sport. And I was at peace with that.
So you weren't nervous?
Are you kidding?
So we know how it stands right now. But just how different might it be when the checkered flag waves here in Abu Dhabi? And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, Aiden, let's see if we can start moving through the field. It's time to push. Come on, you've got this. Copy that.
All right, here we go. Let's get on with it. We ever overtake Pierre Gasly before lap 9. That is the goal, but as you can tell, I loved that little cutscene right there. That was so cool. I just like the adrenaline I feel like was just really cool. But Anyways, it is time for Aiden Jackson to fly through this field as, well, we made a little bit of a mistake there once again, but trying to make a move in Oscar Piastri, that didn't work out very so well. So we'll make a move in Piastri again. It's not the end of the world. We can easily get past Gasly. Not Gasly, Piastri there, but we will get Gasly. But anyways, down the inside on Piastri, move is done. But we got to defend, though, from Piastri, maybe just a little bit, because, again, we don't have the DRS, but Piastri will. Now, that McLaren's not really quick in the straight line, though, but the Cartersport car is not too quick as well, but it's not bad at the same time. But the DRS, though, very much overpowered in this year's game. Like, whoa, I'd be scared sometimes. Very much indeed. But anyways, Stroll and Bottas now fighting for those for the points paying positions. Anyways, go down the inside on Lance Stroll, got the switchback on him, the old switcheroo, and might have some more overspeed on Valtteri Bottas as much as we can. Blue flags though for someone up in front. That's Logan Sargent in the Williams. I don't know how you get lapped in the lap 5 of this race, mate. Okay. Anyways, Sargent, he's gonna get lapped, and we're gonna try to make a move on Bottas here once again. Bottas doing a really good job, just trying to defend from us. Obviously, it's just better off just to follow Bottas through this middle sector. But again, we're going to dump over here down this main straight, down the main straightaway. The main stretch, you can gain a lot of time, and we're going to go around the outside of Bottas. We're going to give him just enough space. We give him the space, all the space he needs in the world. I am fine with giving him. But it is time to chase after Gasly, and the goal is to overtake Pierre before lap 9, which I think it is possible. Callie Maya, though, she's kind of struggling just a little bit to get around Zhou Guanyu, it looks like, back there. And also the other Williams of, I think that might be Alex Albon back there. That could be one of the other cars. But very much indeed, he's kind of struggling just to get past. But anyways, we get past Gasly here. We dump DRS and we dump overtake. That is the move done.
Again, moving up the field. What a great race for him.
Yeah, it really is so far, Croft. I mean, it's a circuit he really enjoys. Remember the race in 2021 that he put together there? It was fantastic stuff back then.
Who could forget it? Connorsport need a performance just like that today. Maya's doing okay. Jackson really delivering.
Great stuff, Aiden. Come on, I think we can get one more place here. Push, push. Something's not right. Assessing. Stand by. I'm losing speed.
Heading down the back straight now. He's in a great spot, but hang on, he's slowing. He's slowing. Something is very, very wrong.
Yeah, I think he's got a problem here, Crofty. I wonder what it is. Could it be engine related?
Look, they're throwing their hands in the air on the pit wall, and he's out.
And yeah, that's the engine gone.
2023 is over for Aiden Jackson. It's a dramatic exit, and it wasn't what he was hoping for.
Something happened up there?
Yeah, engine failure, I'm afraid. Aiden is out of this race. Repeat, Aiden's out of the race. Did you get that?
Aiden's out. I heard.
What? Let me speak to him.
Why?
Just give me the headset.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
That's what concerns me.
Kelly.
Devon?
Yeah, we've had a chat. We think it's best if you don't push the car too hard.
What? Why?
Look, you're way back, Cal, okay? We don't want to blow your engine too, so just cruise it in and finish the race.
It's got to be realistic here. Copy.
Sorry, is this a team order?
No, Casper agrees. It's just not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
Well, maybe that's motivation from Devon? I don't know. It's hard to judge. It's hard to judge there, but once again, that was a very nice interaction, though, with Callie and Devon. I think Devon is basically giving his sister, you know, go for it, and I think Callie understands the message, and she's going to go for it and completely not follow team orders, but that wasn't really, you can consider a team order, but I feel like in order to finish 4th in the constructor, or 5th in the constructors, Connorsport had to get P4 or above, and that is the objective here once again. But we have to get through Sergio Perez and a lot of fast cars up in front of us. We got the Mercedes, the Astons, and the Red Bulls. Basically the top 4. If you want to, well, basically the big 3, but you guess you could put in a big 4 now because Fernando Alonso is just built different in that Aston Martin. But anyways, Sergio down here in PA, I hope we can get past Sergio as fast as we can. We're just trying to, again, we're just trying to get just really good exits. And basically by me running out wide, I'm able to just get on the throttle much quicker and basically get just an enormous speed out of those exits. And once again, Sergio actually hit us though. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe he had to overcorrect the car. But he actually made contact with us, but thankfully we did survive. But anyways, George Russell now, he is next on the target on lap 8 of this race. We caught Russell by a lot. Russell's a bit struggling a little bit on those hard tires or mediums. Not the hard. But anyways, we're going to go down the inside on George Russell. Russell gives us just enough space. We're going to fight him around the outside. We're going to give him as much space as we can. He kind of squeezed us a little bit, but we're going to squeeze him just a little bit as well. We're going to give him the space, and we're going to get that move done. P7 for Kalimea in this race. And next up, Esteban Ocon. And also, I believe that might be Lewis Hamilton up there in the Mercedes. But Carlos Sainz is the guy that is P4 right now. Fernando Alonso is also up there as well. But one thing to keep in note, though, Jackson out of the race is not what Conor Sport probably needed. But anyways, we still chase after Hamilton and Ocon on lap 9. Ocon and Hamilton were battling a little bit down that backstretch and down the old, I don't know what the other part is. I guess you'd call that just another the other old pit straight, I guess you could say. I don't know, mate. But we'll go around the outside, though, of Lewis Hamilton and possibly now overtaking opportunity on Esteban Ocon here. DRS, overtake as much as we can. Sorry for the botch. Down the inside, move is done. Bye-bye Ocon, chasing after Carlos Sainz now next in the Ferrari. And 3 seconds ahead. I think we can get him just enough time, but we kind of ran out wide just a little bit. Thankfully, the car actually didn't bottom out because I think in the previous F1 games, if you went out wide and you just smacked every curve in the world, your car would just basically bottom out. And well, we don't like that when that happens, very much indeed. But anyways, lap 11, we've actually caught up to Carlos Sainz very well indeed. And Sainz is struggling to get around Alonso here. Once again, he's just in the dirty air, which is compromising Carlos as much as we can. But again, we're going to follow Carlos Sainz. The dirty air isn't really helping as much as we can. The dirty air is, you can feel the dirty air effect in this game as well. I felt it a lot through this first sector here once again. But we're going to go around the outside, though. We thought about the move. We couldn't get it. Just very much understeer off that exit. And Sainz very much going to go around the outside of Fernando Alonso. Alonso defends the inside. And he might lock up just a little bit. He locks up just a little bit. Not too much, though. Or he could have, I thought he locked up. I don't really know. But anyways, it is time for the DRS and the main overspeed. Once again, Sainz gets around Alonso. We're going to have the overspeed on Fernando Alonso as well. Alonso is basically a sitting duck here. And down the inside on Fernando Alonso. We could have probably sent one on Sainz, but we decided not to. We made contact with Carlos Sainz just a little bit. And also we give Alonso just enough space. His soft tires are gone. But now Carlos Sainz now up there in P3. This move will be crucial for us in this Conor Sport car. But we're going to go around the outside of Sainz. Do we get the move done? We ride the curb just a little bit. We got beached a little bit there on the exit. Once again, Sainz comes up the track just a little bit. We had to avoid him just a little bit. It is still side by side. How much can we fight this? I don't really know. But we're going to go down the inside on Sainz. Sainz loses a little bit of time. And that is P3 in this race. We are on the podium for Conor Sport. This could be back-to-back, or no, that's actually not back-to-back because Vegas was actually before, but Vegas we actually didn't see the race, so there's clearly no cutscene for Vegas. But yeah, very much happy with that. Very much happy. But anyways, chasing after Leclerc though, and also chasing after Max Verstappen will be crucial, but I feel like we might not be able to catch up to Verstappen. I feel like Leclerc might be the primary objective. But the pace is pretty mighty in this car. But Hamilton, though, is fighting with that group of Ocon, Russell, and Perez. So that's no judge from there. And the other Alpine of Pierre Gasly is basically just falling off a cliff, and he's struggling just to survive, mate. Very much a struggle for that guy in that Alpine once again, losing a lot of pace. And Bottas also in that fight as well, but. Looks like P4 on the constructors is on the board, and not P4, P5. I'm sorry for saying P4, y'all. P5 is the objective, and we got it. And I'm pretty sure Davidoff is going to be, I don't know, maybe will he be mad or no? I don't really know what Davidoff's reaction will be. I'm pretty sure he might be just a little bit triggered because well, you know, he clearly he didn't support his daughter enough, and his daughter's over here showing everyone that she deserves to be in Formula 1, and by this performance right now, I think we can clearly say Callie Maya is clear of I think honestly Callie may be clear of Aiden Jackson and Devin Butler maybe, but that could I don't know, maybe it's hard to judge, or maybe all three of them are just fairly rated. Who really knows? But around the outside though of Charles Leclerc, we're gonna get that move done. P2 now in this race on lap 14. Holy mac and cheese, I don't know. Holy mac and cheese, that is a P2 in this race for Connor Sport. But again, we have to depend from Leclerc though. Leclerc will have the DRS, and they'll probably have a lot more overspeed than us, but the Ferrari isn't, I don't know if the Ferrari's too quick, or it's hard to judge how quick the Ferrari is, but we defend the inside. We're going to force Leclerc around the outside. We're going to give him a little bit of a squeeze there. Run him out wide maybe a little bit. We're going to give him just some space, so we want to make it fair. And, well, we absolutely just smacked the inside of Leclerc. Maybe some diffuser damage on that Ferrari. But, again, it doesn't matter. We got the slipstream. We got the DRS. Did we get that move done in the slipstream? A bunch of can around the outside move is going to be for this Connor Sport car for Callie Maya. She goes around the outside, but Leclerc might keep fighting this back. And Leclerc doesn't, and that is P2 in this race, and that should be basically it in this race as we now enter the last lap of the Grand Prix. Connor Sport could be on the edge. Connor Sport could survive, but again, there could be some mistakes though. Could Callie make a mistake? I don't think so, but Leclerc was all over the back of us on the last lap. He actually didn't even get close to us though with the DRS. Well, he did, but he didn't actually have a shot to overtake us. But Connor Sport survived. Callie Maya is going to come home and bring it home for P2 for Connor Sport.
And to the checker flag for one final time. That is some race from Callie Maya.
What an incredible performance by her today. Connor Sport, sure, will be very delighted with that one.
And if you believe the rumours, Ant, this is a team whose future has been in doubt. Surely, though, they've done enough to return next season. I think they've been wonderful to watch.
What an ending. What a absolute ending. And the team secures P5 in the constructor standings. And Connor Sport survives. Andreo, your job is still there. But we get a phone call from Devin.
Hey, Devin.
Not bad today, sis. Not bad at all.
You did that on purpose.
Did what on purpose?
Oh, come on, Dev. Cruise it in.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Technically, you went against the team order. It's poor form, that.
I can't believe I missed it at the time. It seems so obvious now.
Listen, you want to lay off the sauce, Cal. Seriously, it's a bit embarrassing. I mean...
I'm surprised Casper let you, to be honest. Really surprised.
Okay, I'm going now, because you're not making any sense. Okay? Ciao!
Yeah. Ciao.
Oh, sibling love. Sibling love right there. Oh, Dad's calling.
Dad.
California.
That good enough for you?
Look, I thought maybe we could grab a coffee tomorrow before we head off. My flight's not till 3.
Yeah,
Have a chat, talk about next season. It'd be good for us. Well, think about it anyway. The offer stands.
You make it sound like a negotiation.
It always is with us, Callie. You let me know.
Cool.
It was amazing. I'm not sure I've ever seen a race like that. I was wrong about Callie.
And how did you feel about the engine failure?
There's no such thing as the perfect car. The one that failed us was the same one that got us here in the first place. So, you've just got to drive the car you're in.
Well, everyone's an individual, which means that everyone is motivated a little differently. Take Devon as an example. He always responds well to having his ego brushed, to being told that he's the best. His greatest fear is failure, so it gives him further to fall, keeps him hungry. Callie, on the other hand, has an innate drive to prove people wrong. If someone tells her something's not possible, she'll do everything in her power to achieve it. A sort of stubborn determination that can be harnessed. And then there's Aiden. I mean, when he started in F1, people thought he was a nice guy, but he was incredibly ambitious. It's just what makes Aiden tick. Which is why I may have started a rumor or two about interest from other teams during his time at Connorsport. To stoke that ambition. Keep his eyes on the horizon.
A lot of people might see that as manipulative, wouldn't you agree?
Well, of course. Motivation is manipulation. It's the same thing.
Is it?
Look, the end justifies the means. After all, it's just business.
Looking forward to next season?
Just let me at it.
Will you stay next season?
I've told Casper I'll stay if he does.
Do you still have a job after your run-in with Davidoff?
Well, we'll see.
We did it! We secured the funding! What a team!
And that's all that matters.
Right now, yes, that's all that matters.
Okay, so, we done? Yeah? Cool. Ciao.
Ciao! Oh god, the famous ciao from Devin Butler himself. But that is it for the Connorsport journey, and after you finish it, you get some rewards. You get some customizable items, you get 2 liveries, and you get a trophy. But I'm surprised they actually didn't throw in the other livery for the Connorsport car. I don't know if it is. It's only the Season 1 Connorsport car you get. But yeah, we'll take a deep look into the liveries real quick as well. But you can tell right away that was very much of a good ending. But also look at that nice triple crown McLaren livery. That looks nice. And yeah, so that's the Season 1. That's the 2022 car for Connorsport. But this is one of the new liveries right here. It looks pretty cool. Techno Wave. I definitely could probably use this in a semi team. I don't know. And this is the other one. It looks like an autumn kind of color. I don't know. I'm getting some autumn vibes from it. But yeah, just looking at all the liveries here once again. More customizable items will be coming in the future. But yeah, so very nice to run. To see that beautiful Triple Crown livery right in front of my face. Very much be happy with that. But that is it for the F1 23. The F1 23 Breaking Point 2 gameplay. That is it. It is over. That was fun to play. I honestly think I didn't hate it. I liked it. I feel like there's just more around it. I don't know. Maybe it was just I don't know. Maybe it's just I just liked how like the story kind of developed, and again the drama was very much. Again, I like how they implemented like kind of like a little bit of Netflix into it, like. As you can tell right here, like with the scene with Davidoff, it looks like something kind of like Netflix. I kind of like how they did that compared to the last time you played Breaking Point, where it was very much just... It was a little bit different, but it wasn't like... I didn't hate last year's Breaking Point, or 2021 Breaking Point. I didn't hate it. But honestly, if I had to prefer which one, I honestly just like the second one a little bit more than the first one. Maybe just because the graph... I don't know. Maybe it's just... I don't know. It could just be me. But that's it, and very much happy with that, and hopefully we can, I mean, it's not like it really matters, but hopefully we can maybe get that other Connorsport livery, because I prefer it more than the one in Season 1 just a little bit. That's all I asked for, but EA, please make it happen. That'd just be really cool, but this, though, was pretty fun to play, and that's basically it I got in today's video. Thank you all for watching this video. If you want to see more of these videos, please like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. I love you all. And That's all I got. So have a good rest of your day, y'all. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the British Grand Prix this weekend. I'll certainly be watching it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Ciao.